I'm so glad I finally get to talk to you. And I really needed to talk to you. I haven't really been able to do anything before this, so if I make any grammar mistakes, please don't judge me. Well, I've been doing stuff. A lot of stuff, but not just by myself. Everything I've ever done has been what you've been doing. And I've been doing what you've been doing for as long as I can remember. I like to do what you do. You're very interesting and still are. I like to watch you. I'm still watching you. Or always try to. So sometimes it gets dark. There's no more light. I hate it when it's dark, because I can't see you anymore, and I get lost from you. Sooner or later the light comes back, and when the light comes back, you're in the same place in bed. Sometimes it's a different bed. I always get mad when I see that because I never know what you're doing in that time. The light does come back. It does. I always want to see what you're going to do next because you're always doing something. You never sit completely still. Even when you're sitting down, you're moving your feet around or playing with your fingers. I remember when you were younger, and you used to pick your nose every once in a while. I never understood why you did that, but I felt so compelled to do it too. And the places we went. Oh, the places we went. I followed you everywhere that you went. Everywhere. I never know where you're going to, or what you're going to do. I just had to know. I wanted to know. And I just had to do the same thing because you were just so interesting. And I remember sometimes you would just look up at the sky during sunset or sunrise and admire, and that, I didn't get it. It's just the same thing over and over again, and it's boring. What does the sky ever do? Nothing. It does nothing, and you just sit there and stare at it with pleased eyes, and it frustrates me. It does nothing, and I go through so much hard work to just watch you and follow you and copy you and copy you and copy you and copy you. You don't care. You're so interesting, and I try to be interesting like you, because I want you to look at me with pleased eyes, like you do when you're looking at the sky. Everything you do is what I do. I don't even know if what I'm doing now is what you're doing. How do I know if you're just not doing this? I'm watching you right now. I'm right behind you, and I'm watching you. And you're just sitting there. You know that I'm watching you now, and I can see in your eyes you never knew that. So all that following I did was in vain. You were never going to notice me. Never. I noticed you. Others noticed you, and you think you're so much better, don't you? How everything notices you. Everything, well, no one notices me. I get scared, too. When I get lost from you, when it gets dark and I can't find you. When the light comes back on, I get so happy that I see you again, that I can follow you once more. And the more I think, after all these years, I started to not want to follow you anymore. It was just a feeling, but I wanted to see what would happen if I could do something you weren't doing. I couldn't do it. I don't know if I was too scared to do it or if I just couldn't do it. I began to think I couldn't physically do something you weren't in the light. What I do know is that in the dark, I'm free. I'm lost, but I'm free. I know that because I can move all I want in the dark, and I can't hear you moving, and in the dark, I'm going to find you. I'm going to end this. You aren't interesting anymore. I'm done following you. I'm angry. I'm tired. And I'm your shadow. If you, unlike certain large corporations, enjoy horror and being scared, you can support this channel on Patreon located in the link in the description below. Good night.